Hello, greetings guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today we are making an A-line gown. So looking on the table, I have folded my cloth into two, and the difference here is that I folded my cloth on a bias form. So my cloth is on a bias form. I wanted the down part of the skirt to be more fuller, and this is it. So just if you want something like that, just fold your cloth on a bias form. So I'm going to put all the measurements where necessary. This is my waist divided by 4. I have it there, plus a sewing allowance, and I'm going to take a ruler and roll over it. So from my waist, I am going to go down to the hip line. The hip line is 9. From my hip line, I'll go over to the new line. The new line is 20 inches. Then straight down to the full length of my gown. I'm going to take my ruler and rule the lines. That's my hip line, that's my knee line, and the full length of my gown. So I'm going to put all the measurements where necessary. That's my hip line divided by 4 plus a sewing allowance. My round knee divided by 4 plus a sewing allowance. I'm going to connect it, so leaving some space for a tail like by the sides. So I'm going to cross check to know whether my length is still intact. Then at the waistline, I'll keep my hand straight so it doesn't come out a V-like. I'm going to cut out my skirt now. So I've based another cloth for the back, and the back is going to have a tail. So as I base the cloth, I noticed that it's not going to be enough for what I wanted, so I have to fold it back and go by cutting one piece for the back. So this is another basement is on a one piece. I've left a space about 7 inches for my tail at the back, and I still have my measurement intact. So I am going to add a zipper allowances to the back of the gown we are making. So I'm going to connect the lines. So I'm going to measure about 4 inches down below for my tail, and I'm going to connect the line from the new line down to the length of my skirt. So I'm cutting it out, guys. So here is another basement for the completion of the back of my gown. You know I'm cutting in one piece. So here is the completion of the back. So yeah guys, this is the front based against the back. You can see the 4 inches difference. So I'm going to connect it to the side. The side is not going to have the tail, is just the back. So you can see it's just the back that is having the difference, so the effect will just be at the back. And I'm cutting out my lining. I'm going to cut the lining the exact way I cut the skirt. So I'm going to cut the back to the exact way the skirt is. So here we are done with the skirt. We are going over to the upper part of the gown. So this is my pattern, and the dart is coming from the armhole, which can simply be called a princess dart. So I'm cutting out the back. I'm dismantling the princess dart at the back. So the dart at the back, I removed it from the side so I can simply have a 2-piece. I'm going to collapse the boss dart and use the paper tape to hold it down. And continue dismantling the pattern. So over here the neckline looks like, the neckline is a deep V neck. So I'm cutting it out to the shoulder, then back. Yeah, my pattern is simply dismantled. This is my front. This is my back. All the pattern has been cut. So I'm going to use it to cut my lining and the fabric. So this is my lining here. I'm going to cut out the back piece. Putting in consideration all my allowances, that is the zipper allowance. Every other place will have a 1/2 inch allowance. So this is my center front, and I've cut it out, putting in consideration the allowances, 1/2 inches allowances. This is the side back, and I'm going to put my 3 inches allowance. Every other place will have a 1/2 inches allowance. This is the side of my front. The side is going to have a 3 inches allowance, while every other place would have a half inches allowance. So I'm done with cutting of the fabric. So this is the cloth put together. I have sewn it, and this is what it looks like. This is the upper part of the gown. We are making the front and the back. So guys, this is what it looks like. This is the completion of the gown, and in my next tutorial I am going to bring out where I coupled it. Please guys, if you find this video so informative, please try and subscribe, share and comment. Thank you very much. Thank you for sticking with me.